Yo, welcome back to TopherTvPodcast, man. Shout out to everybody that's pulled up to check out another new episode. You know, happy Sunday to everybody. How you doing?
Spectacular.
Yes, so this is TopherTvPodcast. Make sure, y'all tune in, like the video, subscribe, and comment down below. The audio version is available also on Apple Music Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. You got 4 different options. Utilize them. Like always, I like to start, the pod with the "Let's Talk About It" segment, right? And today we're gonna switch it up a little bit and talk about some stuff that's going on in the world, because a lot of times it don't get covered and it gets swept under the rug. Bless you, son. Bless you over there, bro. But yeah, it gets swept under the rug and not talked about. One of the main things is I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of hearing stuff about it. But it's COVID. It's a new strain of COVID, and this is called Eris. I think it's spelled ERIS, or it's EG.5 or EG.5. And it's it's so many strands of COVID, and it's been around for way too long.
It's like the flu.
Yeah, but
A new strand.
a stronger flu. You know what I'm saying? You never experienced COVID, so you don't really know where I'm coming from. When I'm telling you I'm fed up, I'm fed up.
I don't know. I guess I'm one of those blessed people because I've been around people that had COVID. I just never experienced.
Well, no, you did get COVID.
That was not COVID.
No, I gave you COVID.
No, it's not. I mean, COVID tests are gonna come back positive even if you just got a smidget of snot in your nose.
But I took the same rapid test after the, 10 days or something like that?
It's like 3 or 4.
Well, yeah. Okay, that's another thing, right? Let's talk about this. So, initially when COVID first got here, the CDC was pushing for everybody to be, 6 feet apart, right? Why did they go to 3 when more strains was coming out? And then, when I got COVID the first time, it was a 14-day turnaround. Let it run its course and you'll be okay. Of course, you can take Tylenol, some of the stuff that you can buy, the medicine you can buy in the store, right?
Yeah.
Then they switched it to 3 days, 3 to 5 days.
Like I said, it is just like the flu, but you gotta think about it like this. Remember, everybody kind of low-key stopped getting flu shots.
Yeah.
And now no one talks about the flu. Well, we always talk about COVID.
Hmm.
So I just feel like it's just a way for them to sell.
Oh.
Honestly, I just feel like it's the flu on steroids. I do agree with you. Some people do get really bad symptoms and everything, and I get that. But what happened to the flu?
I mean, it's still here too.
But no one ever talks about that stuff.
Yeah, because I guess
you can't have a
it's
simple
like
cold
the big
anymore.
brother pulled up.
But you can't even have a simple cold anymore without the first thing people come to mind is, oh, you have COVID. Just for a simple cold.
Yeah, but I guess it's just new strains popping up every day.
Ignorance.
Is it ignorance?
I believe it's ignorance.
Why?
Because you can't just say everything is COVID.
No, I mean, you don't have to say everything is COVID, but it's easier to get COVID than it is to catch a basic cold.
Not true.
Well, how can you say that?
Because in my very many years of living, I've caught more colds, and I still never caught COVID.
I don't know. I'm not going to wish it on you. I'm never going to do that, but
I know it's a real deal.
You know what I'm saying?
I suffer with it, but I'm just saying, that's just my personal opinion.
I don't know.
But still make sure y'all safe.
Yeah, facts. Make sure y'all good and protecting yourself. But I'm just fed up with COVID. That's
Get y'all some garlic and honey. You'll be fine.
yeah. I mean that does help, but it's I don't want the world to shut down again. That was crazy. But another thing is, I just seen that there's a rice decrease in India, and
The exports of it.
yeah, Thailand. So India and Thailand are two of the biggest rice exporters, and there's been a decrease of like rice being exported out simply because the water there, well, they're lacking rainfall, right?
Yeah.
They're lacking rainfall, so of course they're not able to produce as much rice, and that's gonna become a problem. And it's as funny as it is, well, it's not really funny, but you have been talking about,
Oh yeah.
something is about to go
For like
down.
a year now, I kept saying, I'm like, man, I keep getting like this gut feeling to prepare. And I don't know, I just found myself looking up how to like build a solar panel and how like to collect water, how to clean water, how to like survive. And like, I just felt in my spirit that I needed to prepare for something. I knew something was coming, but now it's just like, I started to look more into it. I'm not the only person feeling this way. There may be a famine coming. There may be a drought coming. Like, if you're not preparing just to protect your family, then it's like, you may be slacking because you never know. Like, history does repeat itself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the Great Depression did happen.
Right.
And it's like, it's been a long time since we've had like that reset moment where everything had to crash and burn just for us to come back up again.
Right.
So it's like, it's just, now you have
We're
the
getting
knowledge.
closer and closer.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
for that time to come again.
So if y'all not preparing, just at least maintain knowledge of how to prepare.
Facts. And I just want to use my podcast as a platform to express that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to be scared of, and it ain't nothing I'm trying to do as a scare tactic, but it's just like, be aware. You know what I mean?
Like, look at the news. I don't like watching the news because it puts fear inside us.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's like,
At some
it's
point,
like
you have to just pay attention.
between news and conspiracy theories, like I just can't do it. Because it allows my mind to just go all around the world.
Like they clone Tyrone. Whew.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So many conspiracies in there. Good grief.
Facts. Oh my gosh.
Then like you start seeing all these lookalikes pop up. I ain't saying people just doppelgangers or like somebody made them look like somebody else.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's crazy. So I talked about mental health before, but I kind of just wanted to like go back and revert, on some things, touch on some things, because I probably even said this before too, but coming from an ignorant standpoint, like I never really like looked into like therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's multiple types of therapy, and that people deal with different things throughout their whole life, and it's not just a whole bunch of things that happen in your adult life that means that you need to have therapy. But you starting therapy made me like realize that it's okay to like seek help. You know what I mean?
It's important. It's imperative because
Facts.
sometimes you don't even know what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And like people, like you said you never knew it felt like you were depressed.
Yeah.
But it's just like you're gonna go through emotional cycles, and you can talk to friends and family, but sometimes it just takes like an outside perspective. It just feels good to have a person that's not biased about things just to talk to, and just to tell your story honestly. And then I just found out today that Megan has a whole platform for like counseling and stuff.
Yeah, after this stuff with Tory Lanez and stuff.
Yeah, it's called Bad Bitches Have Bad Days Too. And it's like a website or whatever where you can go seek help. It's important.
Yeah, and it's so many different, I guess, mental health things that could be wrong, And like for me, it was always like, how do you feel comfortable talking to like a random person? But like again, like you said, it's just like an unbiased, helpful action. You know what I'm saying? And then the way therapist thinks is like mind blowing, because they might pay attention to some of the simplest things you do, like the way the way you might sit down, like crisscross applesauce. You might sit down crisscross applesauce, and they'll tie that to something that happened like when you was younger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, trust me, I know.
Yeah, and that's like, I don't know, that's kind of cool to me because, I mean, that's why they get paid the big bucks, of course. And of course they went to school for it, but it's like, I always talk about your mind being one of the most powerful things that we can possess.
Yeah.
And like, that just shows you, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, that's thinking outside the box, but it's like dope, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that even if you feel like you're not going through like anything heavy or anything that you think is worth therapy, just go ahead and, you know, like get some therapy. Cause I think it's helpful, you know what I'm saying?
It might.
Nah, you good.
Weird.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. But yeah, Stanford. Sorry, it was like bothering me. But
What happened?
it's just but anyway, continue.
No, I was telling them like therapy, even if you feel like you're not dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, you know, you need to still go ahead and seek
Reach out.
You know what I'm saying?
Reach out, because it may be a reason why you don't do something, or why you wish you could have did something. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just good to seek help in general and be willing to ask for help.
Facts.
Or know that you need help. And sometimes you just need somebody to tell you that you need help.
Right.
And don't get offended. Don't feel no like embarrassment about it, because we only one person.
Nah, 100%. I don't know. Like, I just never thought about it like in a way that I should. And it like low key made me feel bad, cause it's like.
But you know, in the black community in general, like they always say, "Oh, that's that." You know, other people's stuff. Like, you don't need to talk to nobody. I don't need to talk to nobody. I can handle it on my own. I've been doing this long. And then you wonder why you're like traumatizing your kids.
That's pure ignorance. Yeah, that's pure ignorance. And then childhood trauma is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that happened in your childhood that you feel like really, really hurt you deep down inside, go talk to somebody about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
But
like
you made
a functional parent that
thanks.
way.
You made a good point though about like it not being like present in like our whole community, or not as much as it should be. Because I mean, I'm telling you, like I felt the same way, and I guess it's kind of like a collective thing, like a learned thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's just so amazing. But I'm proud of you for doing it though. You know, that's a big step. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I feel like it would be beneficial. And you even told me I should go too.
Yeah, because, like, I believe that, you know, just to put, like, a little personal business out there, it's like I've kind of had, like, a traumatic life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like when you marry somebody or get in a relationship with somebody who carries a lot of trauma or, like, kind of suffers from, like, mental health conditions, it takes a toll on you as the person that's supposed to be their support system, because it had you thinking like, how could this happen, or feeling helpless.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't want their mental tolls to take a mental toll on you and you can't even sustain for yourself. So like, if you're dealing with a person like that, go seek help yourself, because it may even help you figure out how to help them or how to see the signs. You know?
Mm-hmm. I guess like people think they'll be crazy. Like if you seek therapy, you like being as crazy. Like it's something wrong with you.
No.
Yeah. But y'all seek some therapy, man. I feel like it's a good step in the right direction for anybody, you know.
And don't feel bad for how you feel. Like, if you're suicidal, just know that there's another person in the world that's suicidal. Because the simple fact of it doesn't make you a bad person for feeling the way you feel. Like, we can control the fact that you feel that way,
Right.
but acknowledge that feeling. And
Acknowledgement.
I feel like that's like the part that therapy and counseling all like do, is they force you to acknowledge feelings that you normally try to like back up or push down because you feel bad. about how you feel. Like, no, like if you feel that, that's how you feel, and it's important. And people don't tell people how they're supposed to feel. Don't tell people, oh, you shouldn't feel that way. That's a bad feeling.
Nah, that's awful. Don't ever do that. That's terrible.
What people tend to do.
Nah, I know.
I know, even like for me, like with dealing with postpartum, like I would go and tell people, like, you know, I feel this way about this, and they be like, you're not supposed to feel that way, don't speak negative.
Yeah, they're like brushing it off type stuff.
Yeah, like telling me how I'm feeling is wrong, and I'm like, you telling me how I feel wrong is what makes it worse.
Yeah, it doesn't help at all. It's definitely not beneficial.
And you don't think I know that my feeling, that it ain't a good feeling for me either.
Right. It's like they said the obvious, trying to be helpful, but you were really hurting me.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. What you got to get off your chest today?
What did I get off my chest today? Make sure you choose yourself first. Like, it's gonna come times where you feel like you have to put your relationships, school, life, your kids over yourself, and that's not okay. Like, yeah, there are gonna be circumstances and situations where you have to put some things over yourself, but don't sacrifice yourself or like throw yourself in the fire just to save someone else. Because even if you get on the plane, they tell you to save yourself first.
Nah, facts.
So that's what I feel like. Choose. If you ain't chose yourself for a long time, choose you.
Do some choosing.
Cause I mean, like, even like the other night, like I had to choose myself, and it may not make people feel good, and it may like not even make you feel good, but it's baby steps. It really is. And just because you're married, just because you're in a relationship, just because you have a job, doesn't mean that you're not important. And more important, like the individual you is more important, because without you being you wouldn't have those things. So yeah, that's what I got to get off my chest.
Yeah, I guess today I'll just say, keep going. You know, life is hard. There's plenty of obstacles, plenty of ups and downs, but you know, keep trucking. You know what I'm saying? Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
Facts.
But this has been another episode of TopherTvPodcast with my wonderful co-host, aka my wife. But yeah, y'all tune in to the audio only on Spotify, Apple Music Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, comment down below. Let us know how y'all feeling, you know?
Share.
Facts.
And more shares.
Facts. And this has been another episode. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.